Hi everyone, I am Maynell Harper, the Aging Services Director here at Person County Senior Center. Welcome to this month's Conversations with Maynell. This month I don't have a guest with me, but we are going to talk about a very important subject, particularly this time of year, and that is caregiving, and in specifically caregiving during the holidays. Many of you may already be a caregiver. You may have been a caregiver in the past, or you may possibly need a caregiver in the future. Family caregivers are very important, and we do honor all family caregivers during the month of November. As we enter the holiday season, it's good to be reminded of one very important thing among lots of things, but that is to take care of ourselves as caregivers. I have a tip sheet here with 10 tips. This is from the Caregiver Action Network. We have copies of this tip sheet here at the Person County Senior Center, and we could also email it to you if you'd like. Just give us a call at 336-599-7484. So on this tip sheet, the first thing is to seek support from other caregivers. We're not alone. Here at Person County Senior Center, we have Caregiver Connections, which is a caregiver support group. Meets once a month at 6 p.m. on fourth Thursdays, right here at the Senior Center. However, in December, the fourth Thursday is our Christmas break. So we'll meet on the third Thursday, December 16th, 6 p.m. here at the Senior Center. Tip number 2, take care of yourself, both physically and mentally. Exercise, take walks, eat healthy, give yourself breaks, do things you enjoy that relax you. Tip number 3, this is a hard one for caregivers. Accept help and be ready to suggest specific ways someone can help you. Make a list and be realistic. If it would really help you to have someone come in and clean your bathroom once a week, write it down. If it would help you to have someone pick up groceries you've ordered, write it down. If it would help for someone just to come over and visit once a week for an hour or so, to give you a break or to visit with you and your loved one. Have those things written down so when someone says, "What can I do to help?" you've got an answer. Learn how to communicate effectively with doctors. And this is important. A lot of times we have our questions and we're thinking about things in between visits, and then when we get there, shoot, completely out of our head. So keep a pad, things to talk about with the doctor. Write those things down. Make sure you ask them, and most importantly, make sure you get an answer that makes sense to you. And if the doctor can't answer it, have the doctor point you to the resources that can. Another tip, be open to new technologies that can help you. Maybe you're good on the computer, on your phone, on a tablet. That's wonderful. If you're not, get a family member to help you. There is a lot of great information out there available for caregivers. You can go onto YouTube and type in TEEPA Snow. That's TEEPA Snow, like falls from the winter. TEEPA Snow is a world-renowned expert on caregiving for folks with dementia, and she's from North Carolina. She has great videos out, very instructional, very down to earth. She's not just talking, she's showing you what to do. Watch out for signs of depression and don't delay getting professional help if you need it. This is depression on yourself, but it could also be your loved one. But particularly, ask for help from a doctor, from a pastor, from someone. Caregiving is hard work. I don't have to tell you that. It is hard work, both emotionally and physically. Get rest where you can. Organize your medical information both for yourself and your loved one and keep it where it can be easily accessed. Make sure all the legal documents for yourself and your loved one are in order. Don't wait too long. Start talking to your loved one before anything happens to either of you about making sure that your estate is taken care of, that your wills are there, that your care plans are there, your power of attorneys are in place. And finally, give yourself credit for doing the best that you can do in one of the toughest jobs there is. So if you'd like this sheet, just give us a call and we'll email it to you or come by and pick it up. Those are all great tips. Now let's think about holidays specifically. Caregivers don't just want to survive the holidays. We want our loved ones and ourselves to enjoy the holidays. So let's take a deep breath and talk about how with some planning and some adjusted expectations, our holidays can still be happy occasions. First, check in with the person who has dementia. In the early stages, the person with dementia may be experiencing some minor changes. Some may be withdrawn and may not want to socialize much, while others will still look forward to seeing family and friends. The key at these early stages is to check in and ask questions. How are you doing? How's it going? Are always a good place to start. Plan your celebrations together, focusing on things that bring you both happiness and letting go of activities that seem overwhelming or stressful. For those you're providing care for who are in the middle or latter stages, rethink the usual holiday plans. We're all unique. Don't let a little trial and error stop you from finding a plan that works for both you and your loved one. Make sure others are aware of the situation. Holidays are always full of emotion, so letting other folks know what to expect before they arrive is very important. You might find it easier to let folks know with a phone call or an email. Something like, I'm writing or calling to let you know how things are going with mom or dad, etc. We're looking forward to your visit and celebrating the holiday with you. You may notice some changes, and then explain the changes. Sometimes mom or dad, he or she has trouble remembering and thinking clearly, and their behavior might be a little unpredictable. You may, particularly if the person is in the latter stages and is undergoing some physical changes, you may want to send a picture if someone has not seen your loved one in a while. Everyone needs to be prepared. So we're going to adjust our expectations. Not a bad thing. Going back to letting others be familiar with the situation, make sure everyone understands the caregiving situation you and your loved one are in. And make sure they have realistic expectations about what you and your loved one can do. And while we're on that subject, make sure you have realistic expectations about what you and your loved one can do. Be good to yourself, please. If you've always invited large groups or all the family has congregated at your house, maybe it's time to change that. Maybe you should pare it down to just a few guests at a time. Several smaller celebrations. Some can come for a meal. Some can come for visits at other times during the day. Consider smaller potluck meals, spaced out for rest. Give yourself permission to do only what is now manageable for you and your loved one. If evening celebrations are confusing and a cause for agitation for your loved ones, change things up. Have a brunch or lunch celebration. If you do choose to still celebrate at night, close the curtains and keep the room well lit. Avoid those known triggers. Here's an important one. Involve your loved one with dementia. Build on past traditions and memories. Maybe singing favorite holiday songs together, looking through photos of previous holiday celebrations, or watching family videos or favorite holiday movies together. Involve your loved one in preparations, folding napkins, setting the table, stirring ingredients together, wrapping packages, handing you decorations, simple tasks that will be rewarding for both of you. And whenever possible, stick to your usual routines in between any holiday celebrations. Please get some extra rest for yourself. Suggest to friends and families that want to help that they give you 1 to 2 hours of respite time. Have a calendar all ready to go to schedule them. Make respite care part of your gift wish list. If your loved one is living in a care facility, there's still ways to celebrate, although check on the COVID protocols first. Consider joining them at the facility, planned holiday activities, if that is allowed. Bring a favorite holiday food to share. Sing holiday songs. Invite other residents to join in. Read a favorite holiday story or poem together. Look through old Christmas cards. But mostly exchange memories of happy holidays past. And of course, we're not going to say, do you remember? We could say, I remember when I was 6. You and Daddy brought me my first bicycle. It was pink and I was so proud of it. And then let the conversation go. You can say, my favorite Christmas gift when I was a child was such and such. What was yours? Things like that. Get them thinking with memories that maybe are still in there. Let's end with this thought. You are the caregiver. You are the caregiver. You must take care of yourself both physically and emotionally in order to provide care. Don't let the usual holiday celebrations wreak havoc on you or your loved one. Don't be afraid to say no. No, that will not work for us anymore. Let's think of a new way to celebrate together. Before I close, I do want to acknowledge the Person County Needleworkers. You may have heard of them. They're a nonprofit in Person County and have been here for quite a while. They do so many wonderful things for so many groups of folks. One of the things they've always done for us is lap blankets, walker bags, adult bibs, things like that. This year they went above and beyond and gave us so many great things. They have made us an assortment of what's called a fidget apron. So there's all kinds of different textures, things you can do, zippers, buttons, textures. We have lots of those. And so if you think your loved one would benefit from that, come by and pick one up. We also have sleeves that you can put on your loved one, and I'm not going to get it all the way up, but different textures for them to feel and to play with. Sometimes folks in middle and later stages of dementias have a fidgety problem, so we give them things to keep their hands busy. They've also given us all different sizes of these wonderful scented rice bags. These are great. They're weighted, of course, with the rice in them. You can warm them up in the microwave. It can be very soothing to different parts of the body, way down, and help folks relax when they're agitated especially, but anytime. We also have these great babies they've done. They're soft, they're safe, they're wearing real clothes and real hats. They've got smiley faces. And sometimes that really helps someone with dementia to have a baby to hold on to talk with, to sing with, to be very calming. And of course, they've given us a beautiful supply of gorgeous, gorgeous, handmade, everything they make is handmade. Sewn, knitted, crocheted. These are lap blankets, they're gorgeous. So we want to go and let everyone know about Person County Needleworkers and how fortunate we are to have them in this county and the wonderful work they do. Thank you for your time. Please give me a call if you have further questions. Our Caregiver Connections support group, remember, will meet here at the center at 6 p.m. on Thursday, December 16th. We hope everyone has a happy Thanksgiving and is prepared for a wonderful, lovely Christmas celebration. Thank you.